Hello guys, very good morning to you and welcome to Tutorial and Entertainment channel. Well, I would try to divert the topic a bit today. I won't speak about grammar. So everything in English is of course related with grammar. So today my topic would be the communication cycle. Alright. Now guys, we all know what is communication. Communication is nothing but that we speak or that the ideas that we exchange. Okay. Now guys, we all know that communication can be either by writing or by speaking, as I said. So I'll come to that later on guys. So first let's understand the communication cycle. Now for example, I am speaking right now, so I am the speaker. Okay. And you are listening to me, so you are the receiver. And in between what's happening is I am sending or conveying a message to you. So always remember guys that a speaker conveys message to a receiver. Now guys, after you listen to it and if you have any queries, you go ahead and you type that in the comment section. Am I correct? Yes, that's what you do. Now that means what? After a sender receives a message, then the receiver again responds to it. Okay. Now this entire cycle is known as the communication cycle. Alright. So it is not a one-way communication. Guys, a communication can never be a one-way communication. You need to remember this, please. Okay. So this entire thing would be known as the communication cycle. Alright, great. Now guys, what do we need for communication? As I said, the writing skill and the speaking skill. Now guys, before I move to writing skills, I would like to talk a bit about speaking skills. Okay. Now we've all heard about voice and accent training. Now guys, can you tell me what is voice and accent training? Any idea? Anybody? I think most of you have. You think that the words that we speak, if we speak English thoroughly, that becomes a very good voice. The person who speaks English thoroughly becomes a very good voice and accent person. Or if a person's if a person is speaking like an American or a UK person, or like Britishers rather, you think that the person has a very good accent. No, not at all. Accent is the way we speak or the way we express in a language. It can be any of the languages guys. That's known as accent. Okay. So guys, please make sure do not copy the US people or do not copy the UK or the Britishers. Please do not copy accents. It's not to be copied. Accents are not to be copied. Rather, please speak correct English and try to neutralize accents. Okay. So that would be our main motto. Our main motive would be that we have to neutralize our accent. Okay. Alright. Great. Now guys, what is VNA? As I said, voice and accent. What does it do? Why do we need to learn VNA? It would help us to what? It would help us to understand the language better. Actually, if I speak in a neutral accent like I'm doing right now, okay, because I speak English, can I be a Britisher? No, I cannot. Can I be an American? No, I cannot. Do they want, for the guys who want to apply for jobs, okay, this is especially I would say, it plays a very important role for the people who want to apply for international BPO jobs. Okay, you think that people who know how to speak Britishers or people who know how to speak like American are hired. No, not at all. We don't want you to speak like a Britisher or a US person. As I told you, we can never grasp their accent. Okay, so that's voice and accent all about. Okay, so it would help us to actually go ahead and efficiently or effectively communicate with each other. Alright, it can be anyone. So that is voice and accent. All right. Now, guys, moving ahead, like for example, if I say that I am speaking with my listeners, or I am speaking with my friend Alia. Okay. So now, what am I doing? I'm speaking with my friend Alia, right? So here, who is the speaker? Of course, me. If Alia is listening, or if Jessie is listening to me, okay, it can be any name, guys. Alia, Jessie, anyone. Okay, you take any example. So if I say Abhi is speaking with, or Abhi is speaking to Jessie, so obviously there Abhi becomes the speaker and Jessie becomes the listener. Alright? Did you get that? Very good. Now Jessie tells me something. So Jessie, when she responds, then I become the listener and she becomes the speaker. Alright? Great. Now guys, we've already learned that we have 26 letters which form the alphabet and all those things. Okay? Now moving ahead, I would like to talk about from where do we get sentences, guys. We get sentences from language. Any language gives us sentences. Alright? It's not only that particularly English would give you your sentence. No. Try to think on one thing. You are also framing sentences, you're constructing your own sentences in your mother tongue as well. Okay? Alright? Every day you're doing that, right? For example, a Spanish guy, when he speaks Spanish, he is also framing a sentence. If you're from India, okay, so Indians, we have different languages. If maybe you are from Chennai, so you're speaking in Tamil. So your language is Tamil and you're speaking, and you know, like you're framing your sentences in Tamil. Maybe you're from Delhi, so you're speaking in Hindi. Did you get that? Cool. Very nice. Now guys, after sentences, we need to know what comes after sentence. After sentences, words. Okay? So all the words, they combine together and they form a meaning. Okay? That is known as a sentence. Okay? Now from where do we get now these words? We get words from the letters. Now if you remember my first my first video, okay, I told you that we have two different types of letters. Do you remember that? If you don't, please go ahead and look into my first video. Now we have two types of letters. One is my consonant letters and the other one is my vowel letters, right? So those two combine to, those two helps me to frame words, and words frames sentences, or rather I would say words frame sentences. Okay? Now what comes after words? Now for example, I am saying a word. Okay? I am saying eligibility. Now if I say eligibility, you need to see that I am breaking the word. So eligibility. Alright? Now what are these? These are part of words. Am I correct? These are all part of words. These part of words, the different part of words are known as syllables. Okay? Guys, don't get tense as of now. Just understand. I would make videos separately on syllables. I would make videos separately if you tell me to make videos on what you don't understand on the comment section. Don't worry on that. Okay? Right? As of now, you try to understand. Now, when I told you that, you know, from words we get two types of alphabets, there my written English stops. Now when I speak about something, or even syllables, when we write something and we break the word, even there we have to actually go ahead and we have to check the syllables. Okay? Is it clear? Thank you. Great. Now after syllables, what we get? We get the sounds. Now guys, what am I doing? Eligibility. Now do you see the sound is my sound is going high, and the pitch or the volume is raising, and again it's going low. Why? Because I am stressing on few part of this word. And what is that part? That part is nothing but syllables. Okay? So now do you understand? From syllables we get sounds. And the sounds are again divided into two parts. So in total we have, guys, please do remember, don't confuse yourself with written English and communication English. We know there are 26 letters which form one alphabet in English, right? So we can only write with 26 letters. However, we'll only follow the British English, okay? So in British English, there are 44 types of sounds. Just to let you know, there are 46 types of sounds in US English. However, as I told you, we will always follow the British English, okay? So now when I tell you that there are 44 types of sounds, now the sounds are again divided into two parts. One is the consonant sound and the other one is the vowel sound. So there are 24 consonant sounds and there are 20 vowel sounds. Alright, did you understand till here? Great, awesome. Now guys, what are the most important parts of the root of the tree? Can you tell me? I told you the answer already. Okay, as we all know, roots. Okay, alright, so the most important part of the tree is the root. Okay, so in VNA training we are going to start with, you know, with the roots. With the roots, that means on pronouncing words. Okay, on pronouncing words. So we are going to start with that. So the VNA training starts, the voice and accent training starts with how we pronounce a word. Alright, now, and it has to be of the, you know, what I mean to say is how not only about pronouncing words, but we have to pronounce the words correctly, okay, to create, and you know, it should be grammar centric, or rather grammatically it has to be centric. Okay, it has to form grammatically centric sentences. Now guys, why do we need VNA training? We have all learned English in school. Maybe you are not from, every one of us, we are not from English medium schools. I understand. However, you know, in all the schools, in which medium you are in, you might be from a Marathi school, you might be from a Kannada school, you might be from a Tamil school, you might be from a Hindi school, you might be from a Bengali school, you might be from any of the languages. That might be your first language. Okay. However, in India, as we know that our second language is always English. Am I correct? Yes. That's how we learn. That's how we learn. Or that's how we study. Not only in India, guys. Everywhere. Why? Because I already told you that English is a global language. So we all need to know English. Okay? Now, what is your mother tongue? Just if you can mention your mother tongues, everyone. Okay? Do that. Okay? Just take a piece of paper and just take a notebook rather and a pen. Sit with that when you watch my video. Okay? That's gonna help you. So just note down your mother tongue. Now, for example, my mother tongue. Okay? My mother tongue is, like we used to know that by now we know that if I am a Bengali guy, that means my mother tongue is Bengali. If I am a Hindi person, my mother tongue is Hindi. If I am a Tamil guy, my mother tongue is Tamil. If I am from Karnataka, so my mother tongue is Kannada. Am I correct? Yes, that's what we know. However, guys, please try to understand what is mother tongue. Your mother tongue is the language that you are most comfortable with to understand and to speak. Okay? Or that your thoughts are in. So that you can express your thoughts. So that is your mother tongue, guys. Please don't mix up your mother's language with mother tongue. There is no relationship. Alright, there is no relationship, guys, on that. So you need to understand that very well. So what is mother tongue? As I said, mother tongue is your language with which you are most comfortable with, to understand and communicate better. That is your mother tongue. Is that okay with everyone? Cool? Alright. Okay. And also that your thoughts are in. That means what? So that you can express your thoughts. Alright? Great. Now, guys, you need to know, why do we need VNA training? Okay? Now, the first thing I already told you, we need VNA training to actually reduce the MTIs. That means the mother tongue influence that we have in English. That is the reason we need VNA training, or the voice and accent training. What else? We also need VNA training or voice and accent training to reduce the RIs, which is the regional influence. I'll give you an example, guys. Maybe my thoughts are in, like, for example, I am born in a Hindi family. Okay, so obviously my thoughts would be in Hindi, correct? However, since my childhood, I am born and brought up in Karnataka. So obviously I would know Kannada as well. So my thoughts would be in, it might be that my thoughts are in Kannada. Or because I am growing up there, the regional influence acts a lot. Because since my childhood, I have seen that most of the time I get my, I have spoken in Kannada. So my very first thoughts come in Kannada. That's okay. So that is the difference between your mother tongue influence and your regional influence. Is it okay with everyone? Cool? Great. Alright. Next is, why do we need voice and accent training? As I said, to sound more global. Because English is considered to be a global language. Okay, we consider English as a global language in which everyone speaks or everyone understands a language. Okay, alright, is that clear to you? Okay, well, now we all have our mother tongue influence. That is, like, the way we speak English. Our, like, for example, as I said, we have different types of state, or we come out from different types of families. So we cannot speak English well, for which you stop speaking in English. Don't do that. Let the influence be there. Let your mother tongue interference, or let your mother tongue influence be there. You can only neutralize English, or you can only neutralize the accent through practice. Nothing else. Guys, that would be my suggestion to you. Okay? Even I am not an English person. I am also an Indian. So if I can do it, you can also do it, guys. Thank you. And I would like to end my video here. Thank you for watching. And if you like, please go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to press the bell icon. And please come up with your suggestions or whatever questions you have on the comment section. I would be more than happy to go ahead and answer those questions. Thank you and have a great day ahead. Enjoy.